gonna be playing some morning games. So let's get right into it. But if you're new to my channel, subscribe. It really does help. But if not, lay back, relax, and enjoy the show. I am playing with graphical mods. So be warned of that. Wait a second. Oh yeah. As you see, I'm playing with graphical mods. And there's some pretty intense mods. And the best part about it, I only have like 2 mods that will stabilize all the graphic mods I put on. And I have 80 graphical mods equipped right now. Now be warned, if I ever go back into the modded
I've been looking
thing,
for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here.
Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh?
Looks like that's it. Got to go.
okay, now when I go into the mod area under my menu, I mean not right here, not this one, but when I actually equip mods, it will crash every single time. But if you're willing to deal with it crashing on your console, you literally have different there's certain graphical mods and certain mods that are not compatible with each other, right? But if you put them in the right order, they will be compatible with each other in game. But if you try to equip any more mods and then close out of the modding where it will actually equip, it will crash the entire game and you will have to reopen it. But personally, I want graphics and stable and not absolutely zero lag, okay? But I want realistic graphics, okay, and I don't want to lag it for it.
Yes.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Riverwood's in danger too. You better go on in. You'll find the Jarl in Dragon's Reach, at the top of the hill.
Okay. I personally have a couple personal mods in. Like, for example, I do have a mod that where instead of doing 100, I think it's 125 to actually get guild leadership after you're done with the guild thing. Unless you actually start with guild quest and not do the actual guild storyline. So like a Thief's Guild storyline. If you don't do that and just do the guild quest, that would be different. But I personally just go with the guild storyline, then I worry about becoming guild master. That's my personal way to explain. Now, instead of me have to do 128 missions to become Guildmaster, it's down to 28 now. For the very last part. For the second to the last, it's 25 and so on. And the very lowest one is 5 missions for I have a mission, the mission so on. But I wanted to show off. I don't know whose graphic mods these are. And I don't know, and I don't really care who they are. All I care about is how it looks. I know that's kind of harsh, but I literally, before I started to broadcast anything, I literally took 4.5 hours looking up different stuff to make it look like this.
Need something? Yes?
Yes?
Now the rain is completely realistic rain when it's,
Need something?
this is extra.
Need something?
Now,
Need
I
something?
really wish
Oh.
that they would fix these faces on PS4, but with the PS4 limitation, this is not.
Huh?
Yes?
So I have to deal with that right there. I really wish I didn't, but I did.
Yes?
These are extra
Yes?
NPCs that were included. Because I did put populated cities and towns. And all the populated extra ones are right there. And I am ginormous. That is one of my personal mods. Made myself ginormous. But only in third person. Like if I'm in third person, they actually look up at me. But when I'm like this, they look me in the eye. But it's gonna be the very first time because I have two different mods that make this place like completely sexy. There's no other word for it, but just in case I do crash and it's not compatible, I haven't really tested this area yet. Everything else I've tested out there. Okay, here we go. We're going to quick save here. And go right in. And see if we crash or not. Or have any lag. Because it was a small chance that it will crash going into, when your first time going into, what's it called? Whiterun. But when you load it back up and go back into it, it won't crash. It will be smooth as a whistle. But hopefully, first time lucky, hopefully, if we get in. Okay, looks like there's a little bit of lag. So
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
good job, that is right.
I'd sooner bend my...
Still too bright. It's hurting my eyes.
Ida Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
I don't know. I just got used to it. Oh, I forgot. This is actually one of my goodie bags. I only have one goodie bag, and no, I'm not using this goodie bag. I am so sorry. I did not know. I didn't read what was in there. I am definitely not using none of that. I will be taking that mod off, definitely. That just gives me one extra spot, so. Now, look, I do have realistic, where it gives you no choice except running. My default is walk now, unless I have my weapon out. If I have my weapon out, it's actually a run, like a sprinting. If my weapon's gone, it actually lets me.
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
Watch this, ready? See that? What's the point in that? Why not make...
It's not like my poaching is hurting anyone.
First
The Jarl
person.
can hardly eat every deer now, can he?
Why not make first person freaking that call too?
There's enough for all of us if you aren't greedy.
I don't get that. That's actually... I personally do not like the big aspect. Only in third person. Come on now. Like this. This place gonna look phenomenal after I do that quest to get this tree out of the game. Just keep sitting in the rain. Whoops. I mean, this is the best graphics I could actually get on the PS4. I don't think there's any other graphics better than the combination graphics I have right now. Because I was always wondering why I automatically started to run. And there was no option to turn that off. Now be warned, this is one thing that ain't realistic. I took all the shadows out of the inner of everything. I do have realistic fire too, so if
I only
step
counsel
into his
caution.
fire,
We cannot afford to
Well,
act
honey.
rashly in times like these. My lord, please, you have to listen. If the news from Helgen is true, well, there's no telling what it means. I only counsel caution. We cannot afford to act rashly in times.
okay, definitely unequipping that giant mod. 'Cause I personally do not like.
My lord, please, you have to listen.
Now, B1, I'm not wearing them,
If the news from Helgen
but
is true,
I am.
well, there's no
I
telling
do
what it
have them in my inventory just in case I'm about to die. I usually pop the health thing on,
I only counsel caution. We
but
cannot afford
only
to act
if I'm
rashly
about
in
to
times
die
like
and I
these.
have no potions at all.
My lord, please, you have to listen.
This actually is,
If the news
for
from
me,
Helgen is true,
it
well,
is an
there's no telling
unlimited
what it means.
supply of HP pots and magic pots and freaking stamina. So
I only counsel caution. We cannot afford to act rashly in times.
that's what I personally
My lord,
use the god
please,
rings for.
You have to listen.
I don't keep them
If
on.
the news from Helgen
It is
true,
strictly an
well,
unlimited
there's no
supply
telling what
of
it
HP and stuff. Yeah, realize if you put one on, it actually heals it
only counsel
instantly all the way
caution.
up.
We cannot afford to act rashly in times like
I might have them equipped actually. No, yeah, I did. Okay. Let's go ahead and
My lord, please,
I forgot to
you
sell.
have to listen.
Kind of forgot to sell. Because I personally like holding poisons. Because I personally like using poisons on my weapons. And I don't like holding stamina, all these type of stuff.
If the
Wonder
news from
what
Helgen is
he
true,
would buy.
well, there's no telling.
Hmm? Huh.
That's a noble worst. Where is he?
I only counsel caution. We cannot afford to act rashly in times.
Come to Dragon's Reach, take a look.
Go ahead and see what he will grab from me. Steve, I mean, I'm not going to be using it, and I highly doubt I'm going to give it to one of my followers, so.
You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
If the news from Helgen is true, well, there's no telling what it means.
As you see, I'm walking instead of actually...
I only counsel caution. We cannot afford to act rashly in times like these. My lord, please, you have to listen.
What would you have me do then? Nothing?
What's the meaning
My
of this
lord,
interruption?
please.
Jarl
This is no
Balgruth
time
is
for
not
rash
receiving
action.
visitors.
I just think we need more information before we act.
As House Carl, my job is to
Who's
deal with
this,
all
then?
dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself. Whatever you have to say to the Jarl, you can say to me. I'm
all right,
starting to
Irene.
think...
I want to hear what he has to say. What's this about Riverwood being in danger? Gerda owns the lumber mill, if I'm not mistaken.
Pillar of the community. Not prone to flights of fancy. And you're sure Helgen was destroyed by a dragon? This wasn't some Stormcloak raid gone wrong?
Okay, should I be truthful? Or just tell him about the dragon and Helgen? Tell him the whole story or part of the story?
By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
Mama?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
The Jarl of Falkreath will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best.
I'm definitely going to need, looks like I'm going to need to get a mod that actually increases the graphics of this. Because that is some blurriness right there. Everything else is crisp, is clear. I don't get that. Why ain't the map?
Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've
But it
done
wasn't
Whiterun
mine.
a service, and I won't forget it.
I was asked
Here,
to do this.
take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
I'm just doing it for someone that helped me escape. So, sorry. It wasn't on my own initiative, so take yourself on. Let's go ahead and see if...
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing... What? Project? You think you could help me? I really don't think so.
I don't have enough magic experience.
The Jarl can be found in the Great Hall, probably sitting
Farengar,
on his
I
Jarl's
think
throne.
I found someone
Not
who can
over
help
here
you with
in a
your
wizard's laboratory.
dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
It seems this damnable Ah, indeed? The Jarl. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
But what does have to do with dragons?
Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from?
So, what do you need from me?
I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
Anything you could tell me about Bleakfall Barrow?
An old tomb built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there.
How do you know about the stone tablet in Bleakfall Barrow anyways?
Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources.
I mean, it's kind of fishy.
You know, if you've got the
Priority
aptitude
now.
you should join the
Anything we
Mages
can use
College
to
in
fight
Winter.
this dragon, or dragons. We need it quickly, before it's too late.
Just to have a level. Pretty sure I could actually... Nope, not yet. And I'm not gonna be dual tracking, so there's no point in that. That's actually extra. Now, I do have a starter thing where I really don't know why I took this. You know what, let's just go ahead and teleport to Riverwood. I don't know if this cancels out one of the quests, but I was thinking about doing the full werewolf quest, become the harbinger or whatever, and then grabbing all the tomes or totems for the werewolf, and then I will do the
Are those parts ready yet?
I can only hammer so fast, Gerda.
They don't have to be perfect. Just send them over when they're ready.
Mara bless you for agreeing to help us.
You really think I can be a blacksmith someday, Papa?
Wait, that's
as good as the
that's
Orlin
her.
Greymane? Or maybe even as good
Good
as
luck. Luke, you're not from around here. That makes two of us.
Like you've been doing, and you could be the greatest blacksmith Skyrim has ever seen.
you? Thanks, Papa.
That's a really good dad right there.
Be careful.
There was never, ever a realistic bridge in these little towns. It was always brick for some reason. In reality, it should have been wood and brick, the brick underneath to hold it up. But I just heard that wolf. I just hope there ain't a troll up here. Cause to be 100% honest with you, I don't think I could take on the troll. Just because I forgot to get a partner. Can I use my power? Not yet. I mean, that will come in handy though. But I don't know if it works on these. Well, here we go. Oh my god. I forgot to put it. don't think I could have done this without these rings. I would have died in one hit. Anything higher than what I have it on right now, I would have died in one single hit from this thing. How much it hit me. The first time getting hit. I literally almost took half of my freaking health with one single. It wasn't even a full impact, like one. I it grazed him with the tip of his claws. That's it. Imagine if that was actually a full-fledged hit. I would have literally one-hitted me. I am loving that. But I really do need to get some better gear. All I have it on right now is this. And I really didn't want to spend no money on gear, so I do have 2K, but still. Is it light armor? I am going strictly with the light armor, so I will put that on. I might put a personal mod that will make 4 personal mods. And this mod pretty much breaks the game, I would say. Man, you are no fucking help. I tell you that right now. Where the hell were you when I was getting mauled by that fucking troll? Huh? Huh? Where the fuck were you when I was getting mauled by that troll? Yeah, get the fuck out of my face. Not a very good follower, if you ask me. Of course he follows me in time. And if you guys don't know what thing is right here, what I'm about to put in, that just shows you guys don't use mods that much. And I'm not trying to insult or anything, but be warned that this will be crashing in a minute. Like, it's 100% guaranteed gonna crash. But I'm okay with it. Because when it crashes, it automatically, it does equip the mod that you equip to when you leave the mods. 100 out of 100 mods. Is there anything that I could unequip to make it, but I want to keep all the realistic stuff. I want to keep this just because I definitely want to unequip that. Let's go ahead and unequip that. That was one of my personal mods. I could unequip this one. I didn't know it was gonna be extreme. I don't get this, and I don't know why people do it, but when they make a freaking sword or something like that, they make all the fucking mods that I personally want extremely overpowered. It is so stupid. Why make a good mod but ruin it with the overpoweredness? I mean, if it was like realistic damage instead of like 124 damage, like how is that even realistic? Like, I know for a fact unless you put a few pieces of gear on, and that's with the max enchantment you could do without no glitching or stuff like that. Like the max with all the pieces with not literally using no potions on the enchantment, that is around 80 to 90 damage normally. Now if you use a potion with a max potion of, what was it? I think it was like 30 or 50, I don't remember which one, but 30 or 50, it goes up to around 105 to 120. But the only problem with his was the fucking enchantment on it. The enchantment was insanely powerful. Need to go up top. That's kind of stupid. You have to put a fucking mod. Use a mod to fix the blessing of fucking Talos without doing a glitch. How? That is so fucking stupid. Why don't they fix that? There are so many fucking complaints about that. And I mean a lot of fucking complaints about that Talos bullshit. And somehow they don't fix it. I don't know why. This is also one of my personal mods. Personal mod right here. And I could actually delete this one because I have the triple. Not including, if you know anything about spiders, they don't just have one small ass egg. Well, technically they do. Except, I'm pretty sure some of them have multiple eggs. They just don't have one egg, and not including big spiders like that don't just lay one single egg. It's impossible. Like, for example, why don't spells generate color? Especially like the fire one. And I got the interior graphics completely amazing. Vampire body. This actually makes me look like the Vampire King of the Elders. I also have, I'm able to blink and actually have body language. Like, for example, if you ram someone, they could make you, this is also a personal mod. That makes 3 personal mods right there. Everything else is strictly graphics, rain, stuff like that. Okay. Forgot what I was going to... Well, damn, okay. I completely forgot what I was going to do. I remember. I'm going to put the cheat room on. And I want to get a couple things out of it. I'm not going to get nothing that actually makes me extremely overpowered. Not going to get none of the summons. None of it. It's just going to be the perks, I think it is. I want a couple of the perks. One of the perks is where I don't harm my allies in battle, just in case. And there's a couple others.